Do I want to talk about battle rappers?
You seem to have so much to say about battle rappers, but now we're on the show to talk about it and be quiet.
Listen. See, I'm not a battle rapper, man. I know what I'm good at. I'm good at making music. I'm good at stringing words together, and I'm good at making art. Battle rappers, that's an art form within itself. But every time I heard a battle rapper's album, I didn't like it.
I'm Denzel Curry.
And I'm Kenny Beats.
And this is the track list. The track list, looking and feeling how it does, was intentional. Whenever you're working on music, it goes through all these different mixes, all these different versions. When we looked at the project in my iTunes on the last day, it looked all kinds of messed up with weird hyphens and weird underscores and this and that. And we were like, let's just
keep it like that.
Let's just make it feel how it feels. Track 1 is a little deceiving because it was the last thing made for the project. Denzel came in, I had 3 days with him to get as much as I could. I got 6 songs and I took pieces of other stuff we had been doing, put it all together, made a little intro, very Madlib influenced.
Very.
This project for us, like, we both released so much music, you know what I mean? It was supposed to be something different. It was supposed to be a growth. It was supposed to be us demonstrating this different part of our personality you haven't seen before. Mm-hmm. It kind of feels like a weird puberty. I was looking for clips that felt old and felt nostalgic. And when I found that, all he's talking about is it's a negative phase you go through where you start to hate everything and you start to feel like everything's the same. And I feel like if we started the project with that kind of ethos, all you're looking for is new things, weird things, stuff to start setting a new precedent. Take It Back, it was really me trying to make an Alchemist beat and failing and ending up with something different.
It's V2 for a reason because like the first version obviously didn't make the cut. When we got done with the whole project, it was like, all right, what we like about it and what we don't like about it. And I was like, well, we'll take it back, man. Make another half to the beat because I don't like how it's just like one continuous loop. That's why you get the here. Shake hands with danger, don't, and then you get what you got.
Layup was the first song we made. Denzel had come to my studio, the cave, and we had filmed a little thing that day. And then later in the day, I was like, let's stick around, let's work on some stuff. And that was the first song we made. And I think when we made Layup, we knew we were on to something different, kind of. Yeah, like we were just on to a different wave.
Everybody keeps thinking I'm saying dildo.
I didn't even hear that. That's
fire. A lot of people thinking I'm saying dildo the whole time because I said it so fast. I said dildo.
It
was like, let me decipher this shit real quick.
Dildo.
On one hand, I'm Pharaoh. On the other hand, I'm a dildo. Pyro, man. I just came in with the bars. You know what I'm saying?
That is a lot.
I came in with the bars.
Pyro doesn't feel like it needs a hook or it feels like it needs any kind of like semblance to make it a perfect songwriting experience. It's just about something real hard for 2 minutes. And he heard what I heard. As soon as I played him the beat, he just went right. That first line is the
illest line of all time.
When he said,
my bitch bad like battle rappers that make albums with no outcome.
Every time I played that, I played it for Madlib, I played it for Alchemist, I played it for Rick Rubin, I played it for all of my forefather influences, and every single one of them got a chuckle when that line happened.
It's true.
We had these other groupings of songs that kind of like, what were they? Diet, I think, was when we knew this was going to be a project. And some fans said something about it being where side B of the record starts or this or that.
Yeah, I don't know about
It's not that deep.
It's just like, bro, we went in there and just had fun and we just made that thing. And that thing just so happened to come out hard. People be like, oh, he remind me of this, he remind me of that. Don't compare me to no nigga, like, period. Because everybody draw inspiration from somebody.
That second verse sound like DMX though.
Yeah, it did.
So Incredible was us trying to give another palette to the project. We had talked a lot about Wu-Tang, we're making the project. We talked a lot about Doom. We talked a lot about the more Far Side Dilla kind of influences, like a whole other side of that same era that we were kind of channeling.
I don't write rhymes, nigga, I write checks. He stopped to be like, oh, like, yeah, I'm making that bit funky, bitch.
Track 7 to me worked so perfect as the closing credits to the short film that I think I didn't even realize that's what I was making when I made it.
The second half of track 7 was the original, like that was supposed to be the original.
Oh yeah, it was just a skit. If you actually listen really closely, You could hear
JPEG in the background.
JPEG roasted me in the background at the beginning of it because Peggy was the only person who came to the studio while we were working on the album. JPEG's in the background. He's like, why are you recording him? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Y'all some real studio niggas.
And I'm recording Denzel because I knew this phone call was so funny. I was going to need to put it in the album somewhere. And that's the phone call you hear.
The phone call is basically me and my best friend are making fun of our other friend because he talk weird. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I had a fall on my hair. I swear to God. That's like the only glimpse you see of what the studio was like when we was creating Unlock. You want to handle this?
No. I don't remember.
Me either. All I know is how hard that shit was. Yo, I was just in there rapping, and then like that, take it to the brain, take one. You know what I'm saying? It was just like,
By the time we had done all this other stuff, it's like we had covered a lot of ground.
Yeah.
I wasn't about to just go to some typical like zoo type hard shit. I was like, I need to come with something different. And that beat,
it sounded so out there, man.
Yeah,
the song said a lot about the beat.
On some Wayne shit. We talk about Wayne a bunch, and I think that's one thing I used to, even as a kid, love about Wayne is you give him a certain beat, and whatever he rapped about felt like the beat. Like if you just listen to it with your eyes closed for 10 seconds and think about what do you see, what does it make you feel like, his songs always felt like that to me. And I think Zell, as long as you give him the right canvas, he's gonna do the same thing.
My favorite song is
Diet.
And his favorite song is
also Diet. My favorite bar from Diet was Suwop came with the doo-wop.
1 billion and 2 cops can't find
Tupac,
two shots.
That's 2 grades in 2 days.
What goes up must come down on Tuesday.
It was just wordplay Olympics. My name is Kenny Beats.
And I'm Denzel Curry.
Thank you for watching the track list.
Bitch.
I hope this starts a beef for you.
Hell no, because I love battle rappers. I love watching them battle, but that's it.